Good morning, guys. Finally, back up and running, thankfully. I explained in Google Classroom earlier this morning, YouTube were rolling out a new format for their studio software, which caused the technical glitch yesterday. So thankfully, all good, and we're back online, ready to go. So before we begin on today, there's a few things that keep kind of popping up. We are treating this as the last day of spring term. So as that, you have 2 weeks off. I would suggest that if you've been working for the last 3 weeks at home, to take the next 2 as we normally would do, as a bit of downtime, and as always, just sort of look back at some of the work that we've done over the last term since January and touch up on it as I would normally suggest that you do during Easter. Okay, so we'll move seats when we're back. You have a new term and new seats, so yeah, very possibly when we're back. Hopefully we are back in the not too distant future. So yeah, you'll have new seats then. I have plenty of time to come up with a seating plan. So that's the plan. So the plan is for the next 2 weeks, guys, take it downtime, take it as your Easter holidays like you normally would do. Do your own things, be as creative as you can be, and then we'll pick the work up in 2 weeks' time. All right, so hopefully that sounds fair for everyone. And then with regards to today and the maths, stick to the timetable. Lots of questions are always coming in about what are we doing, what do I need to be at. As I've given you a timetable, and it's a really important skill, especially looking at next year in secondary school, to know your timetable, to be independent and be organised. So the timetable is there to refer to the work that needs doing and at what time. Use it, get accustomed to that way of working, and it will pay off massively for you next year. You'll be way more advanced than most first years going in because they'd never get such a long opportunity to work in that fashion. So use the timetable. It's your reference point. I've dealt with, I think Emma earlier was talking about area. I've put area in for week 3 of maths. You should not be anywhere near it. We take things in a logical fashion. I've structured it bit on bit so that everything will flow and your skills and capabilities also are increasing every time that we do maths. So by the time we get there, you'll be more than ready for it. So don't be flicking in and out. Stick to the timetable, work on the topic that I'm discussing, and you'll find it a lot easier. And Saoirse, you're putting in the family board games. I've answered that question twice in Google Classrooms. You even put in a question earlier. I got back to you with a question. You still haven't replied to that one. So have a look on Google Classroom. If you've made a comment for me and I've replied, you need to then go back and address my question. Okay, the family board games is on the Google Classroom, so you can refer to it. Someone has asked me, so if you look back over previous posts, you can kind of get a heads up. All right, good man, Danny. You've solved it for her. I didn't think it sounded too technical, but there you go. So anyway, guys, whiteboard pens, whiteboards ready. We're going to get ourselves warmed up, ready for a bit of maths. It is pie charts. It is data. You've done this way back, I think, October time. So it's been quite a long time since we looked at data. And the pie charts is probably one of the trickier ones to get our head around. So I'll leave the chat for a bit. We'll use it as and when we need it, but really focus on this math because I want us to understand our pie charts. It's really important that you go into secondary school with a good, solid knowledge and understanding of pie charts, all right, and data in general. So, ready? Let's get ourselves in the zone. 0 top left of the whiteboard, and today we're going to play sevens. Okay, so we're going to go up in sevens. Ready, set, go. And stop us there. Excellent. Double check our numbers, make sure they are right. You should have got 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Oh. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, 84. Ready? Let's try again. 0, top left. Ready? See, 10 seconds back on the clock. See, can you beat your score? Ready, set, go. And stop. Double check our numbers. Should have got 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, 84. Really well done if you beat your score. And ready. We're now going to go, how low can you go? So 84 top left, how low can you go? Ready? 84 top left. 10 seconds on the clock. Coming back in 7s. Ready, set, go. Stop. Excellent. Really well done. Double check our numbers. We should have had 84, 77, 70, 63, 56, 49, 42, 35, 28, 21, 14, 7, 0. Really well done. If you got as low as 0 or even in the negative numbers. Ready? We're going to put 10 seconds back on the clock. So rub out your numbers. 84 top left. We're going to go 10 seconds again. You want to try beat that score. Let's get our brain really focused on our numbers. Ready, set, go. Stop. Okay, really well done. Let's have a look. See how you done. Should have had 84, 77, 70, 63, 56, 49, 42, 35, 28, 21, 14, 7, 0. Excellent. So really well done if you beat your score and you got that a little bit lower. Remember, guys, keep using those Learnit sheets. Keep trying to practice them, using them just like we normally would do, along with our spellings and everything else. Those little learning sheets, they really do help for some of our trickier ones out there. Okay, next up, guys, I've got something a little bit new. We don't often do this one, so I will. If someone could put into the chat group whether those numbers are back to front or whether they actually are showing up normally, it would be massively helpful to me. I want to explain them in the case that they are back to front, so I'm not too sure. I know on playback, the numbers are always the right way around, but I'm not too sure on a live stream. Are they back to front or do they read normally? Let's see, Jay, you say yeah. Saoirse, you reckon slightly on the blurry side? Okay, right. Well, I'm going to explain what to do and you see how you manage it. Okay, what I want you to do is you got two levels. Level 1, you're going to pick a number to begin with. So for this one, for the first round, pick any number between 1 and 10. Normally, good man, Jay. Super. So any number between 1 and 10. We'll start nice and easy, just saying we haven't done these before. Pick any number between 1 and 10, and then you're going to throw it through the generators each time. and you're going to get an answer at the end. When you get an answer at the end, you can put into the live chat what you started with and what it equaled at the end. Okay, so for example, if I said number 2, I'd have 2. I add 30, I've got 32. I multiply 32 by 5, I'd have 150, 160, 160 minus 5, I end up with 155. So in the group chat, I would have said, in the group chat, I would put something in like that, what I started with, what I ended up with, okay? Something along them lines. See how you do anyway. All right, so ready? Level 1. Pick any number between 1 and 10. Run it through the process in your head. See as far as you can get. I'll give you 10 seconds to get a number. Run it through the generator and throw in an answer into the chat. Ready? Off you go. 10 seconds. Five seconds left. Okay, let's see. Excellent. Super. And that is multiplied by 2. I'm looking at it upside down, which is throwing me off. Excellent. Super. Now that you've done it once, let's pick out a different number. So this time, anytime between the numbers 20 and 40. So I want you to pick some number between 20 and 40, and you're just going to run through level 1's generators again. Okay, so pick any number between 20 and 40, any number you like, take it, add 30 to it. Once you've got that answer, multiply it by 2. Once you've got that answer, take away 5 from it, and then you've got your answer at the end. Okay, so any number between 20, I'm not sure how much of a tie there is, but if you are struggling, essentially you can put up the number that you want to start with, and then I think I maybe lost a bit of connection. Okay, good. Really well done if you've done that one. Next one, we're going to work through together, okay? Or not together, you're going to go through, I'm going to explain it. So, next up, level 2's generators. As you can see, I've got an extra box as well. So, let's see how this goes. This time, pick a number. We'll start between 1 and 10 again to get it. And I do apologize. So, you end up having to cut it in half, which is divide by 2. And then you've got your answer. Okay. My signal isn't great today, it would appear. Hopefully it steadies out as we go. Okay. So hopefully it steadies out as we go. So ready? Pick any number between 1 and 10, and you're going to run it through level 2's generators. Once you have an answer, you can throw it into the live chat, see how you do. Slightly more difficult. And again, on this one, guys, try your best to do it in your head. Okay, I want you to try your best to do it in your head. So really try your best. Excellent. And that's it, guys. Give you a couple of seconds on that. Okay. All right, I want to do this one time for those that aren't too sure. So level 2. level 2, you're going to work with me. I want you to take the number 2. Take the number 2, multiply it by 5. What did you get? So take number 2, multiply it by 5. You've got your answer. You should have had 10. Take 10 into the next generator, which says plus 2. So what's 10 plus 2? Hopefully you have an answer in your head. 3, 2, 1. Should have got 12. Once we have 12, push it to the next generator. It says take away 4. So what is 12 minus 4? Ready? Try get an answer yourself. 3, 2, 1. You should have had 8. When I push 8 through to the next generator, it says half it. So once you get there, you're going to have to cut number 8 in half. What do you get? Once you've got the generators, try use up top. Try use arm. Make it one last go for 30 seconds. Going to run through level 2 again, but this time pick any number between 11 and 20. So any number between 11 and 20, pick any number you want, and then run it through the generator and see how you do. So pick a number, multiply it by 5 in your head. So multiply the tens, multiply the units, add them. Once you've got your answer, moving on generator, you bring the next one. So for example, if I have 11, I multiply it by 5. I get 5. 55 moves across in here where I add 2 onto 55. I get 57. I take 57 and I move it across in here. And 57 minus 4. 57 minus 4. 53. 53, I need to cut it in half because it's an odd number. 53, I drop it to 52. I cut 52 in half. I get 26. And I add on 0.5 onto the end of it because it was an odd number. Really well done for those that are managing that one. Hopefully we're all nicely warmed up. Right. That's that. What we're going to do first to get ourselves focused and into the way of working on a pie chart, and then hopefully the rest of it becomes easy. Ready? If I took a total amount, part of pie charts is working in fractions, working with percentages, and working with degrees. So there's 3 components. Why pie charts is a little bit tricky to begin with. So we're just going to take it each at a time, and hopefully I'm going to make it a bit easier for us to understand. So first one I want to do is just to remind us, it's been a while since we've done fractions and fractions of amounts. So it had 1/4 of 320. So if I had the question 1/4 of 320. To do that, I take 360 or 320 and I divide it by 4. 4 into 3 doesn't go, 3 carries over. 4 into 32 goes 8 times and nothing. My answer there would have been 80. Okay, so 80. All right. And you'll see why it's important and why I'm working in 1/4 for now. All right. So once you've done that one, so remember, dividing by fractions, you take your full amount, and if you're dividing by quarters, you divide it by 4. If you're dividing by fifths, you divide by 5. If you're splitting it into tenths, you divide by 10. Okay. So you're going to do the next one for me. You're going to go. Our number is 230. I want you to find me 1/5. Find me 1/5 of 230. So what are you going to do? So 1/5 of 230. So start to work it through on your whiteboards. 5 into 2 doesn't go. Carry 2. 5 into 3, 23. 5 into 23. How much can you get? Does anything carry over? Right, really good. Really good. We're getting some answers. Really good, guys, for working along. Really well done. Let's go. Let's double check our answers. See how we do. 5 into 2 doesn't go. 2 carries over. 5 into 23. You'll make 4 of those. You've got 3 left over. 5 into 30. You're going to get 6 there. So 1/5 of 230 equals 46. Alrighty. Really well done, guys. Super. There is the nasty one then. Let's see how we do on this one. 1/8 of 104. So 1/8 of 104. So if you're finding fractions of amounts, we know 8's going to go here. We're going to put 104 in the bus stop. And you're going to run it through. See how we do. So this is 1/8 of 104. 1/8 of 104. Excellent. Well done. We're flying today. Super. 8 into 1 doesn't go. 1 carries over to make 10. 8 into 10, you'll get 1 of those. There's 2 left over. 8 into 24, then you're going to make 3 of those. 13. Super, guys. Really well done. So that's level 1. Let's see why that's going to be important. I'm going to make a pie chart really quickly. Okay. Here's my pie chart. And we'll split it up into 4 segments. All right. So the pie chart needs a little bit of a meaning put onto it. So I'm going to give a meaning. We're going to talk it through, see what happens. All right. This is my class. Okay. And for my class, see how we do. We got we'll go 40. I'm trying to work a nice easy number so we don't get too confused. So this is a pie chart and it's of 40 pupils. Try keep it to your world. 40 pupils. So we have 40 pupils and we done a survey amongst the 40 pupils to find out what phone they have. Okay, so before we even give any context to these, let's have a look. A little bit about this is trying to realize fractions. Okay, so I want you to see this one on the right. What fraction of the circle do you think this one is? So I want to take it back really easy. So this one, what fraction of the circle do you think this big one on the right hand side is as a fraction? And super. It's 1/2. It's half. It's half the circle, so it must be 1/2. Perfect. Really well done, guys. Super. Next one over here is if you have a look, what size do you think it is? Look at the size it is compared to the half. And can you draw any conclusion from it? So have a look and think, how many of those? Super, Jay. It's half the size of a half. So 1/2, split in half again. That's going to make quarters. Okay. So that's a quarter, all right? Then, if we have a look at these two, they're both the same size. And again, we can relate these to the quarter. What happens if we take a quarter and we split it in half? What are we left with? Okay, and then hopefully you've got 1/8 and 1/8. Okay, so let's design a question now. Now that we've looked at our pie chart and realized what these fractions are, okay, actually no, I want to do one thing, sorry, before we go into a question, all right, is having a look at these two just for now, okay, don't worry so much about this one. Looking at these two, because these are the more common types that we're going to get. If it's a half, what would that be as a percent? So what does 1/2 equal as a percent? Can anyone remember? So as a percentage, what does 1/2 equal? And excellent, super. It is indeed 50. Okay, so 1/2 is 50%. We will need this knowledge because sometimes pie charts won't show it as a half. Sometimes they'll tell you it's 50%, not a half. Okay, so we have to be able to jump between two quite nicely. All right, so if that's a half, what about 1/4? What does 1/4 equal as a percentage? 1/4, what does it equal as a percentage? We're really good, really fast in that one. Super. That's 25%. Okay. So again, you might not always get told that it's a quarter. It's 25%. All right. So sometimes on a pie chart, it'll come up as percentages. Now, the reason you need to jump between fractions and percentages is because if it said something was 50% and you need to work out the value, you need to know 50% is equal to 1/2. And if it's a half, I divide the number by 2. If it's a 25%, it's the same as 1/4, which means I divide the number by 4. All right. So let's have a look then. I want to give you a question and I want you to figure out the answers for each. So you can try and memorize what those fractions were. Okay. You can try and memorize those fractions the best you can. Ready? We've got 40 pupils in a survey. On these 40 pupils, they were surveyed as to what their favorite phone was. Over here, we've got the good old iPhone. Over here, we have Samsung. Up top, the Huawei. And up in here, I'm just going to put other. So we've got the iPhone, the Samsung, the Huawei, and the other. What I want you to do really quickly on your whiteboards is work out how much or how many pupils have each of these phones.